How successful do you want your child to be when they grow up? Do you want them to be average, or do you want them to be ahead of the pack? Today I'm going to show you that in order for your child to be ahead of the pack, they must compete in competition sports. Although the problem today is that participation trophies, medals, and certificates are getting in the way of competition and the true meaning of winning and losing. According to Stephen D. Keener, the president and chief executive of Little League International, he said, while striving to win, children learn about teamwork, leadership, and sportsmanship, all of which can contribute to their development as solid citizens. And as citizens of this world, there's competition all around us. In the history, we have the United States being the space race being the first people to put footsteps on the moon, and just like right here in life, it's hard to get a job, so being competitive is a good trait to have so you can get the job. And what's better than having that sense of pride that you did it? Today I'm going to persuade you why we need sports in order to show you why kids need to learn how to lose. Kids need to learn to work for what they get, and if kids learn to lose, they will not make the same mistakes the next time. I will begin with why kids need to learn why it is okay to lose. Not a single person in this world is always going to win. Children must learn to lose the correct way. And according to Jeff McGregor, a writer for Sports Illustrated, he said, "We ask that sport not only reveal our character, but create it." This is important because it will start developing traits such as being humble and being a role model and a leader. All three you need in the workplace, because owners of companies want people that have those traits so they give a good face to their company and they know they can rely on them. And losing is not a bad thing. According to Ashley Merriman, a writer for the New York Times, she said, "Today, participation trophies and prizes are almost a given, as children are constantly assured that they are winners. One Maryland summer program gives away awards every day, and the day is 1 hour long." And that's an issue because children don't need to be learning that they're always going to be winners, because in life you're not going to be. Because you're not going to win the job that you truly want the first time, or you have to keep going. And the other issue is that there needs to be an outright winner, because there can only be one person for a job. To continue in life, not everything is given to you. You have to earn what you get in order to obtain things you want to have. According to Justin Twerk, a writer for the Chicago Tribune, he said, "Children are the athletes for tomorrow and should be able to exceed expectations on their own, not have the presence of the world on their shoulders." So that means like parents and coaches not butting heads with kids, telling them that they should be better. The best candidates or athletes are the ones that can tell themselves that they need to fix something and they can do better. And that's a good trait to have, because if you have those traits in life, you can be a good worker, because you won't have your boss drilling you with words of what you need to fix. He'll be drilling you with words that you're doing a great job and keep up the good work. Justin Twerk also said, "Keep your child positive when they lose. Can not only help them be less scared to fail, but can instill the confidence to try again until they succeed." This is where parents and coaches have the right spot to help kids develop. Lastly, losing is something we must be able to accept and learn from in order to make the same mistakes again, to not make the same mistakes again. According to Alina Tugan, a writer for the New York Times, she said, "As children, we're taught that everyone makes mistakes and that the great thinkers and inventors embrace them. The great minds, such as like Einstein or Edison, they all failed, but we know them today because they failed so many times that they succeeded." Alina Tugan used the example of Thomas Edison, saying, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work," which we could be the next Thomas Edison. We have to keep trying when we fail, and the results will be successful and be praisable in the end. As you can see from the information presented, competitive sports can teach us a lot of quality lessons that we can use in life, such as losing, working for what we get, and learning from those mistakes. That's just part of life. From learning what I presented, I hope you guys learned a little bit, and I hope that one day when you guys become parents, that you will put in your mind that my kid needs to be playing competitive sports.